Channel MN Coaching Center. Today I'm going to explain you 10th standard chapter 14 sources of energy part 2 video. Last video I explained about wind energy, thermal energy and biomass and the fossil fuels, coal and other things I explained in last video. So let's come to the solar energy next. Solar energy. This is a diagram. So as you know, a black surface absorbs more heat than white surface. A black surface thing absorbs. A black surface absorbs more heat than white surface. White surface. Here solar water cooker, solar water or solar cooker. Solar cooker is used. Solar cooker is used like this. Is used like this. In this manner it works. By that it achieves high temperature due to black surface. It achieves high temperature. They are given here. See, plastic or mirror, plastic, black surface or mirror, you can say mirror also is there, mirror. And the solar cooker is covered with plain plate. Solar cooker is covered with glass plate so that it absorbs heat. So see, like this one, you see here the light comes to mirror, and here there are black sheets, black papers. So it absorbs the heat, and the black glass sheet, it absorbs the heat, and then they helps to cook that rice. They have keep the rice in that bowl that is cooked by the solar energy, by the energy from which the mirror is coming to the black sheet, and by that it is cooking, the rice is cooking there. So cooker also works in the same manner. So it absorbs the heat from the solar, and it cooks the inside, it cooks the rice inside or whatever you have put it inside. So like that only solar cooker also works. So solar energy, in solar cells are converted into energy. Solar cells are converted into energy. They are made by solar cells, or they are made by less money. They do not require maintenance. They do not require more maintenance. They can be set up in remote, or so it can be set up by remote, be set up. Silicon that is used to make solar cells. That is used in solar mills. It is very costly. That silicon is very costly. So it increases the expense cost of solar panel. Solar energy is used in Mars orbital. In Mars orbital, the solar energy is used, and it is used in TV. Solar cells are limited due to cost. So energy from the sea, how the energy is we get from the sea. Tidal energy. First, the tidal energy will be getted from the sea. Gravitation, the moon rising, rotating in the around the earth, the moon rotating around the earth. By that, the tidals, the huge waves or came. So the say tidals goes high and low waves or we get, this is called tidal energy. Tidal energy is harnessed by conducting construction of dam. By doing of dams, it is made when the huge tides come, tidals come, the turbine rotates and current is produced. Rotates and current is produced when the huge tide came, the current, huge tidal waves comes, the turbine rotates and current is produced. Wave energy, so it is wave energy. So the kinetic energy is converted into kinetic energy is converted into potential energy here. The waves goes flowing in the rivers. So various technologies, various things are made to generate electricity by wave energy. Various things are made, by the help of technology. Next is ocean thermal energy. In this energy, the water near the sea gets heated. So it gets heated near the land, not sea, near the land. The water that are come near the land gets heated, and the water in the down gets cold. In the sea, the water it gets cold. It is cold. So when the water temperature is 2 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, when the water is 2 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, it is taken and burnt. It is taken and evaporated. And by that force, they run the turbine. It is like they run the turbine when the water is evaporated, and it is like hydropower electricity only. Evaporated and a liquid is formed here. Liquid ammonia is formed. By that they run the turbine. By that force they run the turbine, and the electricity is formed. Electricity is formed by this. Like this only ocean thermal energy is formed. They took the water near the sea that is a little bit hot because of the sun rays fallen from the sun, and by that water they evaporated that and they formed geothermal energy. So geothermal energy, due to getting heat in the underground, due to getting lava in the underground, underground, in the deep ground, what they do means deep ground, some rocks are melted, some rocks will melt, some rocks will come up, by that force they will come up, and these are the hot springs. As you have learnt hot springs, you may have heard hot springs, the water will be heat whatever you do. So the steam that is came from that hot rock helps the turbine to rotate, to rotate, and by this the geothermal energy is formed. Like this, the geothermal energy is formed. Nuclear energy in a process of nuclear fusion, nuclear energy is formed. In a process of nuclear fusion, it is formed. So the nuclear that has high amount of atom is joined with less amount of atoms. As you have learnt atoms, what are atoms, and by this huge number of energy is produced by the help of this. The fission of an atom is an example. Fission of an uranium is also an example. Uranium also you have heard. And for example, more than 10 million years ago, the fusion of carbon and coal atoms fusion, carbon and coal atom is made for generation of electricity. It is made more years ago. It is made by the nuclear energy is made by deposition of many fuels. So improper storage of nuclear can cause more environmental destruction it can cause, so we should preserve it correctly. The making of nuclear power plants takes high cost, and it is very hard to maintain. It is very much hard to maintain. Nuclear energy was first used for destruction. After making of nuclear power station, it is used for energy making. Environmental consequences is our next topic. We are using many resources to produce electricity. To produce electricity, by that we are producing electricity. We are producing electricity, but the technology, the damage that happens to environment, the damage that happens to environment, as well as, though we have learnt that the resources causes problem to environment, like environment. If we burn fossil fuel if we burn fossil fuels, it pollutes the environment, as you all know. But in that solar energy, that is less cost and little bit pollution free, less cost, and causes some damages because of silicon. It has some environmental damage. So the research is going on to find the non-environmental damageable energy that will not damage the environment. So how long the resources will be there, how long the source of energy will last, as you all know. The resources that get depleted that resources are called as that get depleted fastly, that resources are called as non-renewable sources of energy, as you learnt in your lower classes, renewable and non-renewable. But leaving that resources, we can resources we can renewable leaving that we can renewable solar energy, biomass, we can renewable, leaving that all. Or renewable sources are there are renewable sources also available in earth. Renewable sources of energy is also available in earth. Energy is also available in earth. So this was your chapter, the sources of energy. So I have explained all the topics of this chapter. So like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe my channel and coaching center for more videos. So tomorrow I will explain the next chapter. Till then, take care and have a nice day, friends. Bye, friends.